Good morning everybody and welcome back to a Dairyman's Diary and welcome back to Meadow Grove. I am your humble host Frank as always, and I would love to invite you to come and join me for the rest of my little trip today, as we're going to be pushing on with a little bit more hay work this morning. As you can see, the lads over there have almost finished off the roof. They've got a big crane out at the moment to, as you just see from here, put the glass on one side, on the roof at least, or the perspex panes, and then that's pretty much the roof done. So, well, one roof done, storage shed roof is still to go, but they're making some great progress over there, which is fantastic news. So we will let them push on. I'm not going to interfere with those guys anymore. What we are going to do, we're going to go out in the 6910. We've taken the loader off the front now because we do have our lovely new 52567 JCB loader. All that's feeling right at home, actually, if I'm honest. I've got a few brackets to change on some of our old equipment lying around here. That needs to have some work done to it. So we've got a few things to do like that, but I couldn't ask for more of a loader, really. It's fantastic right now. Meanwhile, though, we're going to crack on. I've got on with some other work we've got to do, and we will. We're going to go and row up some of the hay we've been tedding. Now, before we get going, we have fields 83, and then we head a bit further south there, where we have field 17 and field 13 to row up. So we're going to have a look at 83, and there's something special on the offing I'm going to show you as well before we get to there. So we'll just fire up the John Deere, and close the window, the door even, lovely. Got my 4-wheel drive still on. It's nice to be able to use this John Deere for a little more field work actually now. I won't be tasked by working the rake at all, but it's just nice to get out and about. We'll just pop over here. So one thing I want to show you quickly without blocking up the road too much, if we can. Yeah, we'll just we'll swing onto the side here actually. Let's just. Perfect, we'll park there and we'll leave some hazard lights on. And out we go. Lovely stuff. Okay, so that's our rake. The Pottinger rake ready to go. It's not the biggest in the world, but it'll do for raking the hay. We'll fly on with that. And as you can see here, we've opened up the hedge line. Now, what we're going to be doing here, for a while, my wife and I have been thinking about moving. As many of you will probably know, we don't currently live on the farm. There isn't a farmhouse here. We actually live in a cottage further down, about 5 minutes drive down the road, close to where our old farm was. So what we're looking into doing is converting this set of buildings here, and convert this into a farmhouse. So that's going to require a lot of work. We sold our other cottage, and so we rented one for now, so we have the funds in which to do it, but it's going to take quite a bit of work. But before we can even do that, we need to create we need to fell some trees around here and extend the fence line out. So we've got like a driveway area we can put a garage in as well, and an area that we can just kind of work on as well. As you can see, I think this was an old granary building, so it has stairs up there. The inside's fairly decayed and destroyed, but you know, it's in the best condition it can be, I would say, at the moment. So we will look to work on with this. We'll put a driveway in here, like I say, and we'll make a nice little house, really. We've had an architect and a building engineer out here to do some kind of rough evaluations, get some drawings submitted for planning permission. We've been awarded planning permission, which is stage 1, and so now the drawings are being finalised. And everything's been finished off there, with the view to us being actually able to start construction work within the next month or so. So that's what's going to be happening there, but at some point this week I'm going to bring a chainsaw in here and we'll fell these, probably 4 trees I think, and I'd like to plant 4 more, or however many trees we fell. I would like to plant the same number elsewhere, just so we're not having a dramatic effect on the environment. But yeah, that's the current plan, so that's where we stand, so something a little bit different. And yeah, and a very exciting update away from the farm, really, because it's not going to be tied to the farm business accounts at all, but it's just going to be something nice to see progress, really. So yeah, I'll give you an update on that, and we will now go and jump straight back in and well, let's go and get some tedding done, I suppose. If we can get enough of this raked up today as well, there's a strong chance that we'll come in with the baler directly behind actually and get this baled up. It'd be nice to get it all done. There we go. Nice to really take control of it. The issue we start to have now is that the grass starts to grow underneath the underneath where the hay has been tedded out, so it's that grass is getting a little bit longer. So it's going to take some raking, but we'll put it all up there. It shouldn't be a problem. And then yeah, it's been a lovely few dry days of late, so it should be perfect for us to jump on with the rake and then get it baled this afternoon as well. Excellent stuff. Now I'm going to have to go around the other way though, that being said. And we will just spin it around and what I'll typically do here is well, you'll see when we get going actually, I'll rake one way and then go back on myself, so I get like 2 passes into one really. But we'll get this folded down and then we'll shut the gate and we can get ourselves going properly. Yeah, if I don't shut this gate here, odds on I'm going to clip it with the rake somewhere. You just know it. Yeah, everything is looking good. Nice, clean, well looked after rake here. Everything is serviced up frequently. All the tines are looking good. Very few bent out shape at all, actually. So that's ideal. And yeah, I'm quite looking forward to spending the day out in the sunshine, actually. It should be good. Okay, so we'll jump back into the cab here, get that door shut. But what we might do is shut the door and just let a little bit of breeze in. Perfect. Alright, we'll get this fired up. Excellent stuff, and we'll get cracking here, I suppose. So what we want to try and be careful is that we don't rake up too much of the fresh, wet grass on the side here, and just make sure we get the dried out grass. We've had some perfect luck actually this summer with the weather for silage on hay. Really bob on. I can't proclaim to have any issues about that at all. For once, because Frank does like to complain, I've been told. I have been told. So how are we all today? Hope you're all very well. Do let me know what you're getting up to. I would love to hear what we're doing currently on in FS, and if you're on Meadow Grove, if you're my neighbour here, that would be great to hear. It's coming in quite nicely there actually, looking very good. We will make short work of this field, I do believe. Shouldn't take us too long to get through it at all. Other news on the farm really, we made the first payment to the construction firm for the first instalment really, which was a big blow. That was about £30,000. That's out of my pocket and no longer available for me. The JCB we were able to pick up in the end for about 17,000, which is a lot of money, but it's well worth it really. I think in the condition it's in, if it was in any worse off condition, I would think twice about it. But given that it's, well, pretty much immaculate, I have no qualms in paying that. So like I say, we're just going to spin it around and we'll go the opposite way. The cattle are doing very well. They're very much enjoying being outside at the moment actually. This sunshine we're having right now is perfect for them, just to get out there, get the sunshine on the backs, eating some really good quality fresh grass as well, which is ideal. Very much looking forward to being able to increase the flock, the herd number once we get this new parlour and shed up and running. That'll be ideal. That'll be really, really good news. Okay, this is coming along lovely. So like I say, we'll get this baled this afternoon, and then what would be great is, as we have the telehandler now, we can just lead backwards and forwards with the telehandler over the next few days. Just should really get on top of things that way and get a nice job done. It's always nice to get the hay in the shed out of the way, nice and safe. And then after that, my next job on the farm at least, is to get the combine out. get the combine out, check it over, and see how we're looking. We'll have to put the drill onto the sprayer, sorry, onto the Valtra, because we're going to have to look into desiccating some crops soon, I should hope. So we'll see how that goes. But yeah, we are getting close to our spring harvest, which is good because it's, well, we're running out of straw. We need to get that. I was talking to a friend the other day, and the straw prices at the moment are just going through the roof, so I'm very pleased that we're not looking for straw right now. And then we'll spin it around again and go back the other way. Excellent. So effectively we're kind of rowing up, what would it be, like 20 foot into 20 foot swaths, really, I would say. Nice and easy. It's a bit thin in places along here, but we'll make it work. So what we'll do, we're going to just keep pushing on with this, see how much ground we can get covered, and then we'll jump onto the next 2 fields down, and we'll kind of summarise where we are a bit later on. Well, field number 2. The outside headland of this field is a little bit rougher, actually. It's really kind of shaken the tractor to bits, and probably the rake as well. Plus side though, there does seem to be a little bit more grass in here, which is good. The other field, some of the swaths were very thin, but we do seem to have a little bit more on the headland here. So that's fantastic news. We'll get this raked up in a matter of probably 20 minutes, half an hour, I'd imagine. And then there's one left to do. We're flying through this, so it does look like we'll be able to pull out the baler. Get ourselves some good baling in here, I think. So if we get that all baled today, I'm not particularly too concerned if we don't get them all led in today. They can stand. It's supposed to be relatively dry tonight anyway, so they can stand outside for the evening, and then we'll get them led in tomorrow. But flying along, I think, is the phrase I would use. Absolutely flying. So we're just going to spin the tractor and rake around now. Lift that up like so. There we go. We're tickling along at just above kind of idle in here, really. PTO set there at about 1100, so it's really not putting the tractor under any stress whatsoever. And yeah, we're just nice and gently getting this all raked up. So at this stage, as I always do, I would love to welcome along all of you lovely new subscribers. Thank you for joining the family. It is very much appreciated. I hope you do enjoy your stay here. And as always, I do love to know where you're all watching from. So do post down below whereabouts in the world you are watching this series from. I would love to know. If you do have any questions, comments, or inquiries, then do feel free to drop them down below as well. I do get to respond to all of my comments, so yeah, I will always endeavour to do so. So do drop anything you have down below, and we'll get back in touch with you as soon as possible. But yeah, so we're gonna just sneak on through this list. Well, kind of little paddock, really. I guess it is. It's not much more than that. It's only about 4 acres, so it's really not taking too long to do. But as you can see there, there's a nice looking swath, particularly for hay. It's come along very nicely. And we will just keep motoring on. Okie dokie, folks, welcome back. We have finished. It didn't take us too long at all, actually, which is great news. And we're going to go straight back up there, probably grab a cup of coffee, and put the baler back onto the Valtra, and we'll be away. So yeah, really not going to take us too long at all, which is great news. So we will get ourselves firing, I think. I'm not expecting a great number of bales off of those fields, particularly the one up at the top that we raked up first. But we'll just have to wait and see. We can only bale what's there, so it's just going to be good to get ahead on that front, really. So we will scatter back on up to the yard and then drop off the baler. Or drop off the tractor and rake, pick up the tractor and baler, we'll be good to go. So yeah, very pleased with this. And what a day it's turned into again. Absolutely stunning. It's like I'm rumbling through the village here. Cattle look happy, at least they're outside. They're looking wonderfully healthy at the moment. Lads are still working hard over there as well, so we'll just leave those gents to get on with it, really. Perfect stuff. Another good job done. Really flying at the moment. Actually, it's great news. Got that door shut. Look at the JCB parked there. It looks fantastic. Really, really pleased with that. And we'll pop on over, look at the voucher. So here are some of our bits and pieces that are arriving for some fencing we're going to have to put up. And that's going to be used around the area of the back of the house there that we mentioned that we're going to kind of turn into a driveway. That's going to be changed up soon enough. Actually, before I get in, I need to shut this gate. That's better. And there she goes, firing up as usual. Had a really nice drive out in this actually yesterday over to Colborough. It worked a treat. It's got plenty of grunt to get that loader kind of up a hill, that's for sure. But yeah, all looking very good. So what we'll do, we're going to get this hooked up, like I say. We're not putting any additive on the hay. We don't need to put that on. That tank is now empty. But we'll get this hooked up and switched all connected. Might put a little bit of extra net wrap in because I think we're pretty low from finishing off the silage. And we will get ourselves going. So we will leave it here. Thank you ever so much for watching as always. I hope you have enjoyed. If you have... Oh, the sun's gone in there somewhere. I don't know if you're dark temporarily. I'm just going behind the cloud. If you have enjoyed this, don't forget to hit that thumbs up button and give this series a like. If you have any questions or comments, as I mentioned earlier, don't forget to drop those down below and I will get back to you. And if you are new to the channel, don't forget to hit that subscribe button to see what's going on with the rest of Simulation for the Nation. But until next time, hope you have enjoyed this little blog of mine, and we will see you in the next episode. So until then, do stay safe, enjoy what you're doing, but most importantly, as always, happy farming.